I've never had red velvet cupcakes, but I did find a recipe online, so one day I might try them out if I can get all the ingredients because they do look very beautiful, but I'm a little bit skeptic about the taste, but well, how bad can it be?
Mm.
Maybe I'll love them. Oh, Rogue. Yes, Rogue from X-Men.
Ah,
Oh,
Rogue.
yes. Both like the classic series, where she has that southern accent in the English version. I
Yes.
also like there was the X-Men where they were supposed to be teenagers at college or high school, where
Mm.
she's like a goth character.
Yes.
That was when the crush really developed because oh my God, she looks so fucking fine. And
Girl,
also
you
the fact that she was
fat.
yes, and also the fact that she was a bit of a tragic sort of villain.
Hmm.
I like that. That's also why what's his name from the last Airbender? Is it Zuko
Hmm.
with the scar? Yeah, I always tend to get a bit of a crush on the tragic villains in cartoons. So yeah, that was also the one I got a crush on there.
Mm.
And with the Beyblade, I of course got a crush on Kai because he's such a loner that I just had to. And incidentally, the guy with the extremely sexy voice who voices Kaiba in Yu-Gi-Oh! Also voiced Kai during Beyblade.
Ah.
So that made it even better, and I was just like, oh my God, I just need to listen to you. So some of the final episodes in the first season were very Kai heavy. So he had a lot of dialogue finally, and I was just like, yes, I just want to listen to that voice all day. Uh, well, Kaiser, I like guys more than I like girls. I like both, but guys a lot more than I like girls. I'll probably say the 75 to 25% split.
Alright. The reception area of Sharing Pharma AG Lab looks normal enough. The synth leather couches were obviously designed more for appearance than for comfort. And the blue steel walls are gently illuminated with energy efficient recessed lighting. All in all, it is a perfect example of typical corporate design sensibilities. Bland, generic and safe. An overturned houseplant is the only sign that something might be amiss in the lab ahead.
And high five back to you, Obsidian. Yes, redheads. I like myself as a redhead. I think that I look fucking fine as a redhead. And
You do?
yes, and other women who are redheads, like dark red, I love that as well. I don't know. It's just something about redheads. I don't know.
I get you, I get you.
Yeah. It might be something about the stereotype that redheads are very like fiery and sexual and stuff like that. I also see redheads having a lot of confidence and not really giving a fuck what other people think because they don't mind, lighting up the place with their hair. But yeah, that might also be the thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, redheads, good.
You ready for this, boss? According to what Herr Fuchs told us, the entire company is going to be crawling with hired security. It's going to be a hell of a fart. We can handle it. Get ready, people. Alright, here we go.
And it's been so long since I've seen all the X-Men episodes, Okami, so I don't quite remember them all. But if I can find them, I'll probably rewatch them because I do remember enjoying them quite a bit. But they didn't show. The only place where we could actually see the X-Men episodes were on some of the more like Cartoon Network, Nickelodeon, stuff like that. And we only had those when we went to visit my dad. So yeah. And while Varren is figuring out the combat, I can just talk because that's what we did last time.
Yes.
Because then we actually progress in the game. And I'm just going to say, keep Glory alive.
I'll do my best.
Because she's coming to visit me after the stream so we can have some fun. And I need her alive and in one piece. And yes, Obsidian green eyes are also plus freckles. I'm not the biggest fan, but I don't mind them. Especially since back in the day when I could actually tan, I would get freckles over my nose, and yeah, apparently that looked very cute, but I do prefer myself being pale. When it comes to beautiful redheads, my standard was pretty much set the moment I became familiar with Emily Autumn. I became familiar with her in her Opheliac phase, where she tends to, her own hair was sort of a pinkish red, and she tended to wear bright dark red, like, how do you say, like hair pieces? What do you call that?
Wigs?
Wigs. Yeah, wigs, when she used to wear those. And she has like the palest skin ever, and big green eyes. She's absolutely beautiful. And then her gothic outfits. I would love the confidence to actually start wearing outfits inspired by hers. I have looked up some inspiration, but I don't know. I'm still too uncomfortable with my own body to do that. But yeah, it would definitely help if I started exercising more, but yeah, at the moment I'm just too stressed about my paper and everything, so taking one thing at a time. But yeah. Oh, ouch. Again, I'm a little bit behind.
Fine.
So I saw this shot. A gap between two front teeth. Well, that can be charming. I had braces, so my teeth are pretty... They look better, but they're still a little bit messed up.
I have had the fortune to never had to wear any braces or anything.
Oh, I had my entire jaw moved forward.
And then until a year ago, I didn't have any cavities as well. But then suddenly I had like 6 in a row.
It's like vengeance!
Indeed.
I do have a wisdom tooth that's kind of bugging me a little bit, but it stopped bugging me again, so I'm like, maybe it's fine now. I don't want to go and spend a fortune at the dentist.
I can understand that.
And yes, Okami, he's being very specific. Maybe his girlfriend looks like that. Oh, we are back in the Matrix.
Yes.
Fight the cubes!
All the cubes. Did I have any abilities? Maybe? Nope. Just gonna attack. Ah, you missed.
So Gavin posted. Oh, he has posted something.
I'll see it after we're done with the stream.
Yeah. I'm not sure if I'll be in the Discord after the stream, because yeah.
That's fine.
Depends. Because tomorrow I have to write on my paper some more in the morning, and then I have to go to a friend's house and help her install her woolen dreadlocks. I spent an entire day on that. And she said she was okay with me bringing a movie we could watch while I do it, so I'm probably going to bring Everly and some other movie I haven't decided on yet.
Nice.
But Everly is quite a good choice, I think.
Yes, yes it is.
Oh, and we're talking about your girlfriend, Obsidian. You're so specific with what you like, with the green eyes and the freckles and the red hair and the gap between the teeth, that you must have a girlfriend who looks like that, and you're only saying these things to please her because you want to get laid tonight. Oh, fuck off, Twitter. I don't want any more pop-ups. Stop. And then I got one more. Hang on, I'm just gonna check it real quick. Okay, back again. I think that was it.
Let's hope so.
And Kaiser's rocks. That's fine. And oh, Gavin is messing with Gaslight. Oh, that's Gavin.
Yes.
Kaiser seems to be getting into to the combat. Wow, go! Yay! Woohoo!
hacker dude is not doing that well. I just have to be able to get into the security cameras.
Yes. 99% chance. Come on. And again. Yay!
And his Matrix character died. Great, and now he's stunned. Fucking hell.
Oh well. Guys, I'm gonna win! Oh, I see Ukami. Well, that's nice of Gavin. Yeah, I don't tend to mess with people because I'm not very good at it, and I always feel bad. Except when I flashed the slot pit without really flashing them.
Indeed. That was actually pretty amazing.
I couldn't help myself. Look out, Wario! Wario, where are you?
Not Wario.
Guys in the chat are having way too much fun.
Are going to come over.
Well, it's a good thing, I suppose. Always good to have fun in our streams.
Yes.
I might close my door soon, because now it's finally getting a little bit chilly.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I'm just punching the shaman. And she's dead.
Woohoo!
Alright, Blitz, let's try and jack into this again. Because I want control of those goddamn security cameras.
I failed! Then fucking try again!
Basically. Glory's been doing good work as always.
Exactly, Glory is amazing. But we all know that. Oh, really, Okami? Everyone thought I was actually going to do it. I thought people were actually kind of in on the joke, but... Oh well, that makes it even better.
What can I say? We are always happy to see some.
True. I mean, this is a slot pit after all, but I wouldn't do that to Jack's stream. You know, he would have to censor everything out, and that would be a pain for him. And also, I wouldn't do it regardless, because my boobs are private.
Dang it.
For lovers only. Sorry.
Better luck next time.
Yeah.
Alright, let's give Blitz a medkit.
And remember to apologize for only having the basic loot in the medkit.
I'll do my best.
Yes, he is new to the team. He probably expected a little bit better. But sorry, our med guy is a basic bitch, so he only gave us basic medkits and as such, basic loot. Completely flavor and scentless. No fun.
Exactly.
Well, Kami, it's good to know. Puts a smile on my face. Send noodles?
Instead of send nudes, send noodles.
Oh!
Alright, finally got control of the security cameras.
And Obsidian is telling him that he has to do it first. Well, I don't have any nudes either, so... So, well, not going to get any nudes. And again, only nudes for my lover. That's how it goes.
Oh well.
Well, you have to put a line somewhere.
Right, let's look forward. There are 4 guys over here.
There's someone on a table who has been dissected, it looks like.
Yep. There are 2 turrets over here. And 2 guys and 2 drones.
Wow, this is a big ass place.
Yeah. It's going to be a little bit difficult. But I just need to find this guy and take him out.
Well, Kaiser, I'm single at the moment, so. Yeah. That's how it goes sometimes.
Oh,
so at the moment, they are only for me.
I've been single for 22 years.
Oh. Again, you should have talked to that cute girl at the metal festival.
I'm an idiot when it comes to those things.
Well, to be fair, you're probably also a bit drunk, so.
No, I wasn't drunk at all, so.
Well, that can usually hinder such interactions.
I think it usually helps, actually.
Sometimes, yeah, but also if you're too drunk and you try to, flirt with someone, it can kind of fall through really quickly.
True.
It's a balance.
Let's pick this up.
I see you counting. Well, it was kind of tempting wearing a black shirt over a black shirt, and then just showing you guys the black shirt.
I got an advanced medkit.
Yes. All right. I also got a lot of relationship advice from the Countess and Gory when I went on Gory's stream, and well, let's just say when I find the one who's waiting out there for me, I'll definitely try it out and see if it works. Though I have a feeling that he or she is going to be like, what the fuck are you doing? Well, I got some relationship advice. I just wanted to see if it worked.
Apparently not.
No. Oh, I also finished my my letter for the Countess, and hopefully you get to send it next week so that you can have it soon. I was just a little bit. Oh no, Glory!
She's fine.
No, she got hit again. No!
She's tough.
I know, but I still need her in one piece. I will not energy to make love to me all night. Yeah, I had a bit of a problem figuring out what I should actually write to her, but then I started writing the letter and I was like, oh, now I know. When you get past, the basic introductions and stuff. Yeah, it's going to be nice having a pen pal.
Yes.
And Gory would also like to be my pen pal, so I have to send her an email. I have to remember that so we can get each other's addresses.
That was a grenade.
Ouch.
It was a flashbang, so it didn't do too much damage.
Still, I'm just imagining my eyes! My eyes!
Yep.
And Varren just hanging out in the back like the coward he is.
I was coming I'm coming as fast as I can. On these little short legs.
Can't run very fast. And here's Glory taking all the hits for you.
Well, she's earning her pay.
Oh, I'm sorry, Kaiser. If I knew how to teleport food to you, I would. But yeah, maybe you could make yourself some food. Do you have anything? Maybe you can make yourself some toast or some cereal if you want something quick.
So many grenades, so many grenades.
My tummy got the rumblies. Fucking hell, all the grenades. You're ruining the floor, stop it!
him there. Right, glory.
I can just see Varren looking down, like he opens up the mech and he's like, okay, I'm healed, and then it's like, but still only the basic loot. For fuck's sake. You know what? You know what, Mr. Varren Kimbold, next time you should probably bring some loot from your own secret stash, just to have something a bit more fancy.
Probably.
Then maybe people will also be more, you know, inclined to let you use it. I could imagine that 50% of the people who has rejected so far is like, is that basic loot? No. I'm way too precious for basic loot. Okay, Okami. Sleep tight and have fun with Serena.
Ah, alright. See ya. See you then, Okami.
Giant hugs.
You, I'm going to change glory to this side. Can't coordinate now. I'll just punch you. Alright.
Is Glory punching?
No, she's not punching.
Oh, it's just that it was still on the Glory in my end of the animation.
Go on, yes. Ah.
My one and only true love, Glory.
Now let's punch you in the face. And even use magic fist on you.
All of a sudden, our party gets a call. Are you going to answer the call? I know you're quite busy, but maybe it could be important.
I'm kind of busy right now.
Someone keeps calling you?
Right, fine, I'll pick up. Alright, who is this?
It's Iger!
Iger, what do you want? What do you want right now?
It's just I got the underwear. Can I join now?
After this mission, Iger, after this.
But I really want to show him my new underwear.
I'm kinda busy right now. Click.
God damn it. I didn't even tell them about the special patch for my clitoris. She hangs up in disappointment.
I imagine.
Sorry, I just need to get a little bit of narrative in here.
That's fine.
Because I'm not sure I'm all good at the just keep talking and entertaining the chat. Phone calling. Who's that?
Well, if you want, I can always just do some just some banter, like, okay, you go over there, and then you attack that, and...
It's okay, I can tell that you're very, very concentrated on actually fighting. Oh my god, please no! Jesus!
I just read that.
Oh my god.
Alright, I get Glory, come over here. Some better cover for you. Fire round, very good. Bullets.
So yeah, I've been working on my paper for most of the day, guys, but... Your sanity, Kaiser. Well, if you're slot pitter, so it's probably already quite questionable.
Yes.
Just say.
Oh my god, more people.
Yay! We're having an orgy in here. Always look on the right side there.
Well, if you look at it like that.
Yeah, it's kind of like when watching Let's Plays of games like Dead Island and stuff, and the Let's Play's like, oh my god, there's so many fucking zombies in here, it's going to be a nightmare to get through. My first thought is always XP. Free fucking XP.
Yep. Alright.
Oh, that's good, Kaiser. But yeah, as I was saying, I've been working on my paper most of the day, and I haven't even gotten that far because I just writer's block. So I'm thinking that I'm going to take part of my Sunday and my Monday, which those days are usually my days off, and I'm going to work on those as well, just to make sure that I can actually finish it. Because I'll have to work on it again tomorrow as well. So yeah, an early day and then out helping with dreadlocks. Only good thing is that I can bring some movies, and she has told me that she wants to introduce me to the Japanese like extreme metal underground scene, because she loves that kind of music. So well, I take it. So yeah, it's going to be fun. But yeah.
Alright, trauma kits on me because I actually died.
We love you too, Kaiser. Hope it's not the insanity talking, but then again, we're all insane here.
Right.
I have to say, I do like the aspect of having these different kind of factions within the Shadowrun world, like divided between the races. Because it does seem quite realistic that you would have a lot of tension between the races. And Berlin right now and also in the past have been like a big melting pot. So it does make sense to continue this melting pot plot device in Shadowrun as well. When playing in Berlin, as we're doing now in Dragonfall.
Yes.
And it also interests me again because I'm very much into the neo-Nazi ideology and groups coming out of the US. And when I say into, I just find the subject matter interesting.
I'm so into this, man.
I'm so into this. I just really love researching about it and finding both interviews about neo-Nazis and the movement as well as documentaries, but I also really enjoy finding all those private videos they have just to really see who they are. Oh, and it's a janitor they have murdered.
Indeed.
I'm gonna sneeze. No, I can't. It got stuck.
I can't.
In my nose. Oh, and now it tickles in my nose.
They'll stay there for a while.
That's the worst. But yeah, it was one of the subjects that took over my brain when I was at my lowest ever, a few months after I got the diagnosis. Like severe depression, had trouble coming out of bed. But that kind of helped a little bit because I still really couldn't get out of bed, but I would at least get up and actually take a shower every once in a while and get food to eat. Not the best kind of food, but I would actually eat. And the way I can describe it for people who do not have Asperger's or autism, when your brain latches onto a subject, again like it did with me, with the neo-Nazi stuff, it has done the same with a lot of different parts of periods in history, like Victorian England, and also the World War II period in general in Europe, and Gothic literature, of course. It's kind of like your brain is on drugs.
This is your brain on drugs.
Exactly. I got an extreme high of watching documentaries about the subject and reading about the subject and watching interviews about the subject and stuff like that. And it was such an extreme high. I could watch the same documentary 7 times in a row and keep absorbing new information from it. So it's an insane focus. I don't know how it's actually humanly possible, but yeah.
Fucking hell, my character is down again. I don't have a trauma kit this time.
I hate it when people mix up Imperial Germany and Nazi Germany. Yeah, those are not the same thing. Not at all.
Not at all.
But yeah, I also have a little bit of that when about the 1920s, though not in that extreme measure as the neo-Nazi theme has. And it's absolutely insane when that happens. I don't know how to describe it to you, that the fact that your brain craves the information and you can't do anything but give it that information. Even when I had to go and get food, the only thing I could think of was I need to go home and watch the documentary again because I'm going to get high, like really high.
Well, I do get obsessions with a certain subject or something where you're just like, I'm so involved in this right now, I just want to get all the other activities out of the way real soon and get back to...
Do that time a million, and then you have when that happens to me. So still when I research those subjects, even though I don't get the extreme high anymore, I still get a little bit of a high. And the amount of information I could absorb in 1 week, I'm still not sure how that's humanly possible. But yeah, that's when you get the hyper focus. That happens. And I kinda... It can be annoying, but it's also very nice because you can learn a lot in a short amount of time.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Did you die again?
Well, 2 of my characters are dying.
Oh shit.
This is not going to end well.
Is it glory?
Not glory.
Whew! I'm relieved.
It's my character.
Yeah, I noticed you're down. Or at least 1 more round. And Dietrich as well.
Yes.
Yeah, again, I'm a little bit behind. You're an Imperial enthusiast, Kaiser?
Oh yeah, we've talked about that in the Discord chat.
Yeah, I mean, the Imperial Germany, you know, that ended after the First World War, and then the Weimar state was put into place.
Great, mission failed. You died.
Ah, shit. Well, Varren, if you had brought the more exotic loot from your own stash, maybe that wouldn't have happened.
Okay, restart level, I guess. We have to do this all over again.
So when you say like studying the empires fascinates you, Kaiser, do you also refer to like the Roman Empire and stuff like that?
That is actually my favorite history period, ancient Greece and the Roman Empire.
Yeah, I know. And the British Empire as well, because when it comes to empires, I've probably read more on the British Empire, but that's also because it ties in nicely with the Victorian era, which I really like.
Gotta do this again, all over.
Oh, well, I'm just gonna sit back and enjoy.
Enjoy me some failing.
Well, you're not raging, but...
It's more annoyance at this point.
Persian, Roman, etc. Okay. I see. But yeah, you and Varren can probably talk a lot about the Roman Empire then, because he really...
we already did.
You already did? Oh, cool.
Yeah, like the Roman Empire and ancient Greece, that's a fascinating period to me. And all the parallels that you can draw to today and everything.
Yeah, in that sense it is very fascinating, and I mean, I have sort of a general kind of knowledge about it, which is good to have. but I'm not really gone into details about it. That tends to happen more on the subjects I focus in on.
Yeah, because one of my vacations to Britain was actually a walk alongside Hadrian's Wall.
Yeah.
That was really great to do.
Yeah, that's cool. From the old kingdoms, from the old Iraq kingdoms to German East Africa. Ah, that's cool. I really need to read up on the Ottoman Empire. I watched a few documentaries and it's very, very fascinating, I think. The Ottoman Empire, so kind of want to read up on that.
Damn Turks.
Yeah, but then again, it's about time. You know, I don't have enough of it at the moment. But since I'm going to study history next semester, I'm hoping that we'll cover that and I'll get some recommendations for further reading and stuff like that. I think that could be quite good.
Well, if you need any help with anything about history, I'm always there to help you.
I know. The Ottomans are fascinating. And to me, when I watched the documentaries, at least it seemed that they had this sort of decadent vibe to them, which is also what happened during the 1920s. And I really like reading about periods in time that had that decadent vibe, just because it's so much fun.
Yeah, but also like with the Roman Empire, basically actually after Augustus it all went falling down, because like you had the peak was really with Augustus, and after that all the Caesars, they want to do their own thing, and that turned into a big hodgepodge of problems and everything.
Yeah, and also the fact that they had stretched the empire too thin in the
That
end.
too.
Yeah, it might have worked if they had our modern ways of communicating back then, but
Maybe.
they did. Oh yeah, the caliphates. I don't know too much about the caliphates in dominated Arabia.
Yeah, I'm also not proficient in that period of history.
But I can imagine it's pretty interesting. And yes, Obsidian, them Turks.
Them Turks.
Them Turks. I do have a book review up on my blog. If you guys want to read it, it's about the 1920s in America. If you get a little bit curious about that. Otherwise, I can warmly recommend the BBC. I think they're the ones who did it. They did a documentary series, 3 documentaries on the 1920s in Berlin and Paris and Shanghai, and those are great. I think they're called Sin Cities or Cities of Vice or something like that. I think you can find them on YouTube. They're very, very good. I watched them several times, and I like to have them on just in the background a lot of times because it's so interesting, and again, I get very happy listening to them.
And indeed, the Persians, they had one of the best organizations in history for their empire.
Ah, interesting. Okay, so maybe I should ask you for some recommendations on reading also. So then you can tell me about some of the empires that Varren are not so proficient in. Getting all the recommendations. I take it Darius was a leader in the Persian Empire?
Yes, he was the one before Xerxes.
Oh, okay. He was called the shopkeeper. Well, that makes him sound like a very pragmatic, practical kind of guy when it comes to organizing everything.
He was.
Oh. Thank you, Kaiser. And Obsidian is probably still taking his nap. He's been quiet for a little while. Darius the Great.
Yes.
The third. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to having history next semester. I'm a little bit nervous though because we're not allowed to bring books or other materials to the exam, so we have to learn quite a bit just by ear and yeah, or by heart rather. So yeah, that's going to be a challenge, I think. Yeah, I'm thinking about trying out flashcards just to make it a bit easier for me. And all the fisting! For Varren.
The fisting is going great.
And Glory shot him. Yay!
Your bay is still going strong.
Yes, my bay is still going strong.
Alright. Got myself some security cameras now.
And let's repeat a part of this assassination conspiracy called the Seven. Okay, that's fucking cool. Having an assassination conspiracy called the Seven. That just sounds awesome.
Yep.
Which might have killed the previous king? Who knows? It might not. Who cares? Who knows?
Indeed.
And yes, Kaiser shrugs too. Exactly my reaction. No, history is a fascinating subject. And like I said, I like to go for the more glamorous parts of it. Just because I like to bring a little bit of glamour into my own life, I think, and a little bit of decadence as well. And for me, that's, I don't know, it's a good way to do it. Though I still have to build up the courage to put on my red lipstick and put up my hair and loads of black eyeliner when I watch the documentaries about the 1920s. It totally is, we don't know then. The old king just died. And this guy just arrived.
Sometimes that happens in history.
Yeah.
Like also for me, one of the more fascinating figures in history was actually Hannibal.
Oh yeah.
From Carthage. Because he was able to actually take over Rome if he just had pushed through. But for some reasons he stopped, and therefore Carthage lost the war.
I have to admit, it's been a while since I saw a documentary on him, so...
Well, there is a great documentary actually about him, where they also reenact scenes from history.
Oh. Kaiser, Hannibal. Now we just need some almost style. Yes.
I ate his liver with some fava beans and a nice Chianti.
Oh no. There isn't enough info. Oh, I see, Kaiser. I see. Yeah, then it becomes a mystery, and we can only speculate.
Yep.
And the janitor is still lying dead on the table. What did it say, that they had opened up his chest or something?
I think so.
Oh, and we can steal. Tyson picked up advanced medkit. What kind of loot flavor does it have? What kind of loot flavor?
Let's look.
Bandages, band-aids.
Pineapple?
Ah! Oh, there you go. It's an exotic package.
Exactly.
And I can just see your little Varren dwarf just holding it up with like a tear in the corner of his eye, just going, finally!
It's beautiful, man. It's beautiful. Oh.
But yeah, I do need to build up the courage to dress up a little bit 1920s after I watch one of those documentaries, because I always feel like doing it, because ladies of that time were so glamorous. They looked amazing. And yeah, I do own the red lipstick, so I could do it. Though I'm not sure how well it would go with my pink hair at the moment. Oh well. Just finding the right shade, I guess. And avoid getting lipstick on my teeth. I read so much shit about Carthage and the Phoenicians. Oh!
Nice.
When it comes to the Phoenicians, I I only ever really encountered them in the Asterix and Obelix universe.
Yes.
When they had to save the Phoenicians from the pirates, and the pirates just assumed, oh my god, it's a Gauls! It's a fucking Gauls! That's right. And Obelix is always like, oh, I didn't get to fight though. And then when they go back from prison and it's like, oh my god, it's the Gauls again, it's the Gauls! And the captain's like, oh, I'm gonna sink my own ship this time. So he sinks his own ship. And he's like, you can't sink my ship this time! And Obelix is just like rowing past him. She's like, those pirates are fucking weird. I don't get it.
Weird boys, those pirates.
Yes.
Yeah, that was always one of my favorite lines actually in Dutch. It's like, rare jongens die Romeinen.
In the Danish, it was die merkelige die piraten. Just how they colonized nearly all the Mediterranean and even up to Spain. Interesting. Busy people.
Yes, they did actually. They had their fingers in a lot of pies.
I can imagine. They seem busy, at least.
Yeah.
Conquering the world.
And they were very powerful, actually, just because of trade.
Yes, they're also traders in the Asterix movie, I believe. Yeah. And he gives him some herbs, some leaves with flavor and scent, and then they go to the British and they're like,
yes,
we don't have any more of the magic potion, but we can put this in some water and then you can drink it, and then it's tea, and it gives them the strength
yes,
to
yes.
And I love that even before that they actually had like tea time. They just didn't call it tea time. It was just 5 o'clock.
Yes, I actually have the animated movie where they go to the Brits.
Oh, that's one of the best. That's also one of my dad's favorites.
My favorite is the 12 works of Asterix. Because that also is a very nice bookend, I think, for the entire series.
Yeah, it is.
Because they basically conquer Rome. So.
Then Rome wrecked that shit. Yeah.
That's what Rome does.
Yeah, exactly. Romans do what Romans do.
Indeed.
But yeah, they actually made a live-action version of the one with the Brits, and my dad was like, "Oh, that's going to be on TV this weekend, and I'm going to watch it." And he was so excited to watch the live-action version. And apparently, it was so bad that he was completely depressed after watching it.
Oh.
And the worst thing about it was that me and my dad, we love Asterix, and my sister does too, but his girlfriend has never really been into the whole Asterix thing. So we have been talking about this one with the Brits for so long, being like, it's so funny, you absolutely have to watch it, all the jokes and everything. So she was sitting down to watch the live action one with him, and she was just like, seriously? This is supposed to be funny? And my dad was just like, no, the cartoon one is so much better.
Yes.
So I would like to see if I can find the cartoon one on a Blu-ray or something, to give it to him, so that he can actually watch it, the proper one with his girlfriend.
I would copy this one for you, but it's only Dutch spoken, so.
Yeah, I don't think that would that would work.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks, Obsidian, for the beer. More like slavery and assimilation. Yeah, that's true. And yes, Asterix is amazing.
What the fuck did I just summon?
Everyone is asleep.
Yes, but I just summoned a spirit.
Oh, I'm a little bit... Oh! You know what? It actually looks like one of Okami's drawings.
A little bit.
Yeah, it does. I say you take advantage of it. So Kaiser, do you have like a favorite Asterix comic or movie? We obviously like the British one and the one with the 12 trials. I also really like the one with the 12 trials, and of course the Cleopatra one.
Of course, of course.
With her magnificent nose.
Her magnificent nose.
Yes. I heard a tigress. And I do like how Mr. Obsidian, he just woke up to just go, beer for everyone, and then...
and gone again.
Yes. But thank you for the beer. It's very nice of you. We appreciate it. Beer and chips. Oh, Mr. Obsidian, you are spoiling us rotten.
Indeed.
Yeah, I have to admit, guys, it's been a while since I read them too. So I'm more familiar with the movies now. I used to read the Tintin ones a lot more often. But yeah, I have a few Tintin DVDs, but I really want the entire box set. My sister has the entire box set, and I would love to have that too. But yeah, I just really like it, and my sister also loves Tintin. We love the one with the 7 crystal balls with the Osaka pack when they go to Peru and bring back the mommy and the mommy's curse and everything. And we were like, oh, when we were kids, it was so scary, but it was so good.
That episode, the animated episode of that scared the shit out of me back in the day.
It did with us too, but we just loved it so much, so we kept watching it and watching it. Her other favorite when she was younger, when she was still a kid, was the one with the island. I think it goes to Scotland, and there's like a little isle out in the sea, and there's a big gorilla monster thingy roaming the island and keeping away the people because they're like, oh my god, it's a monster. And then the little isle has been used for smuggling. Yeah, and yes, guys, it would be awesome to have the box set. I would do nothing for an entire weekend but watch Asterix, I think.
I think so too.
Yeah, and when I was a kid, back in the day when it was VHS tapes and not DVDs, my dad, the Tintin cartoons used to come on a regular basis, so my dad, he would tape them all in succession, so we actually had a tape with nothing but Tintin episodes on it. So every time I was sick, I would have been propped up on the couch with a blanket and my pillow and some food, and then they would put the Tintin VHS tape on the TV, and I could watch Tintin all day while being sick. So yeah, being sick when you were a kid was so much better than being sick now when you're grown up. Especially since now there's no one to hold your hair and rock you on the back and tell you that everything's going to be okay.
Well, that still does happen, but you have to be in a certain state.
Yeah. Well, I live too far away from my parents for them to do that. It would take them like 2 hours to come here, and that would be a little bit late. Yeah, I remember that too, Kaisa, and I also remember going to Blockbuster and actually have to borrow the VHS tapes, and then you had to rewind them before you returned them, otherwise you would get like a fine and stuff like that.
Please be kind, rewind.
Yes. Oh, VHS tapes. And then when you had one that was your favorite that you had watched like over and over, and the little film strip started to get damaged inside. Oh, that was the worst. That was really the worst. But yeah, when we finally got like a DVD player and everything, it wasn't too expensive because we got it a little bit late. But yeah, and flat screen TVs, when they came about, they also became quite affordable pretty quickly. A lot of the bigger supermarkets started having like sales on them and special offers and deals and stuff. So yeah. Though the one thing that I think we got the latest that I really missed was the internet. We didn't really have that for quite a long time when I was a kid. So I didn't really use the internet until I was about 15 or 16. My sister used it a lot more than I did. But I just really liked using the computer to play games on, mainly Sims 2. And we survived!
Yeah, barely. Like T-Chick is almost dead, I am almost dead.
Oh no. Any more medkits?
Yeah, I'm just going to heal everyone up, and I think then we'll end for today.
Okay.
Because it's already past 11, and you wanted to end at 11, so...
We can go a little bit longer if you want to. I still have some energy left. So...
Well, I'll make a save game at least here, so if we fail, then at least we'll only have to restart from here.
That's probably a good idea. And yes, The Sims 2 is the best, and me and my sister actually made, when you got to the point where you could make your own neighborhood, we made one with a big murder mystery. My sister started it, and she was like, oh, can you write, like, how I want the story to be? Because I like writing. So I did, and she explained me how she wanted it and everything. So we had, like, one girl whose dad had been killed by a certain stone she had placed in the neighborhood, and then someone had a gun in their attic that apparently killed him, and someone was having an affair and stuff like that, so there was a lot of intrigue, and we never quite figured out who had actually done it, but it was so much fun to have that. You made a metalhead who lived in a chateau. That's awesome.
Nice.
Every once in a while you would just kill off your Sims. Just kill them off. I did have one family where I did not want to... Gordon Freeman and Alex. Awesome. I did have a family once where I did not want them to actually die. I really liked the family. It was like a mom and a dad and then the child. And then I got really bad luck at some point, and I did not save, so...
Oh dear.
Well... Whoops. But first, the mother, she got abducted by aliens. She came back pregnant with an alien baby. I was like, well, that's fine, a bit crazy, but oh well, we can love the little alien baby anyway. That's possible. She gives birth to the alien baby, everything is fine, and then shortly after that, well, she electrocuted herself trying the stereo, and then she died. Turn aging off, yes, I did that a lot too with families I really love. And family funds. You did the mother load when you just wanted a lot of money, and if you only wanted a little bit because you felt bad about cheating, you did the roast butt. Oh, I should probably close my door now.
It's fine.
We're starting to get a little bit of insects.
No, that's not good.
And they're all accumulating at the window. And back. I did have a family though where I decided not to use any kind of cheat codes, none, and I had to make them poor family. So only the dad, so both the mom and the dad worked. So the mom, she had he didn't have long hours, and the dad, he had longer hours, but he only got promoted like 2 or 3 times. And so, let's see. But you could set the amount of family funds, so instead of spamming mother load, I just used. Oh, I did not know that code. Now I do. I still have Sims 2 on my computer, by the way. But yeah, and basically I wanted them to have a lot of kids and having problems with the finances and the space in their house and everything. So it was quite the challenge to manage the family, but it was also a lot of fun, and I really, really liked the family. And then I made the oldest son fall in love with the richest family's daughter, and then they went off to college together. That was very sweet. There's from Creamer Guide. Oh, I didn't have any of the guides, unfortunately. And as I said, I didn't really go online much. My sister did. There were a few Danish chat rooms that she liked to frequent at one point. But yeah. And then of course it took off. It took off with me when I discovered YouTube. And I pretty much stayed there for a very, very long time. I didn't want to move, and I really don't like to move away from there. That's also why it hurts seeing where it's going at the moment, because I really want to stay, because I absolutely love the site.
The problems of YouTube, I can talk about. I can talk hours about that as well.
Yeah, the university expansion was so good. And Nightlife and Seasons. Yes, Seasons were, that was one of my favorites. Nightlife was fun, but it wasn't really my favorite. I do like the fact that you can actually go on dates and stuff in Nightlife. You can actually go into the city and have an actual date. That's kind of fun.
Yeah, I think we're going to die again.
Oh no. Glory's still kind of alive, and Dietrich is still kind of alive.
I don't see this going well for us.
I can see that. I even forgot what it was we were supposed to steal in here.
No, we were supposed to take out someone.
That's completely forgot. Yes, become a vampire. Kimbold. Yes. I did see someone way back in the day who made like this very funny Sims video. She basically made a little bit of a movie where she had one was a zombie, and one was a vampire, and one was a werewolf, and they were all living in the same house. And they apparently had a human chained up in the basement. So yeah, he was apparently a blood bag or whatever. And then she
I died again.
Oh no. But yeah, she made a little movie about them going out to town and stuff, and then at the end of the movie they're like, has anyone fed our human recently? And she goes down to the basement, and there's just like the little urn.
So yeah, we failed again that part of the mission. So I think it's best then if we leave
Try again next time.
Yeah, we'll try again next time.
By the way, if you have permanently damaged my glory, I'm gonna fucking kick your balls.
I'll be sure to wear a cup when I visit Denmark.
That's probably a good idea, because I'm gonna kick you all over the place.
She's still alive in this save.
That's good.
She's not permanently dead yet.
Woohoo! Glory! Come to me!
Yes. But, as I said, I'm going to end it here for today. I'd like to thank you, mothangel, for being the co-host with me.
Always.
Always fun. I'd like to thank everyone who watched and interacted with us in chat.
Well, I'm glad you Kaiser. I'm glad you had fun.
Yes, it was very fun. So, until Monday, we will be streaming again. I'm not sure if you'll be up for some more Shadowrun by then.
I probably will. My voice is fine again, so.
Alright, then Monday we will continue the Shadowrun and try to get out of this goddamn mission.
What have we gotten ourselves into?
I'm not sure. I should have loaded up on more basic medkits.
Yeah, even though the loop is not up to your taste.
Exactly. So, until that time, I bid everyone on Ustream a good day and a good night. Goodbye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.